Hi ladies, Julie here, and I'm going to show you today, I try to do this about once a month, I'm going to show you today a full tutorial on how to do your makeup for mature women with one palette, everything that you need in one spot. And I always get excited because I'm getting ready to travel, and I know that all I have to do is take this one palette. We're gonna be gone for several weeks and heading south, getting out of this cold Iowa winter. Can't wait. Anyway, the first thing I want to talk about today is these dark circles. And this is one of the things that I hear over and over and over again and I deal with. I mean, these babies are not going to go away. They've been here for a long time. So I need to try to figure out how to conceal those. And so in your palette, I may have given you a color called Demi. Maybe you've heard of this, or maybe you just started out with a product that's really more yellow or orange, because that is what offsets this grayness here in the eyes, on the eyes, under the eyes. And so let's just experiment today, okay? Let's take this Demi product, and I'm going to place this underneath my eye. Now listen, this video is going to be unedited. So I'm just going to use this flat brush. Most of the brushes that I'm using here today are from Seint. I've got a few auxiliary ones, but you can see that that's better already, okay? It's still there. And so I'm going to lay down a little bit more color. Probably what you've been taught is to take a light concealer and put it all over these dark circles. But if you want to take care of the blue underneath, you've got to use something that's more, got some orange or yellow in it. Now, I like what I'm seeing here. Okay, you could stop there if you wanted to. Look at how that helps. Ladies, this is scary, putting your face in front of the whole world, at least my little Facebook group, to see. All right, and I'm gonna do this side, and then I'll do the other side in a little bit. Now I'm gonna take this yellow color, and it's called Wheat. And I'm going to use my detail brush, and I'm just gonna kind of blend that in underneath the eyes. And you could stop there if you wanted to. Now, I like to take that Wheat. I've got a few age spots, so maybe in your palette, or in your instructions, I told you to put these on age spots. You may not care about them, okay? You may not care about them, but we're gonna dot those. All right. Then I'm gonna go ahead today, and just for simplicity, I'm gonna take my finger, and this is my main color. You may have you may be used to what's called foundation. I'm using my Seint highlights, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around the perimeter of my face. I wanna just show you how easy this can be. Now, it's hard to see it because it blends in with my skin tone pretty well, okay? So I just went around the perimeter of my face. If I was doing my whole face right now, I would have just gone all around here. And then I like to put just a little dab of color right here on the side of my nose as well. I don't want to use a ton of product. Then, if we wanted to, if you're contouring and you're not afraid of contour, which I encourage women to do, as my mature client, you're going to go right here on my cheekbone, okay? Now, I've also seen, we're playing today, where some women will go like this and go up with their contour too, okay? Got a little side V there. Let's play. Let's see what we think about it. If you've got a wide nose, you can put it down the sides of your nose. I'm not going to do that today. If you want to try to create a jawline, we can put some color right here. All right, so let's go ahead and blend. Now, there's really no magic to using the brush or the brush that you use. I use a couple different brushes. If you want to dot this on and just blend it, you know, swipe it and blend it in, you might like this detail brush. Most of my clients love the 3D brush, and you can kind of go between both ends. And then for my clients who want a lighter coverage, they like maybe the shape brush or this blush and bronzer brush. It's not as dense. I'm going to use the 3D brush. And I'm just going to start blending in that product. I'm going to go under my eyes first. I'm going to go, okay. Sometimes I flip that brush around just to get in that corner. But at any rate, you just start blending it in. And I leave the contour for last, okay. Swiping it. If it feels a little stiff, which here in Iowa, in my office is a little bit cold, sometimes I feel like I need to get a little bit more blend. So I take my setting spray and I just spritz that brush, the end of that brush, and it helps me to get a good blend and then a set, okay? Don't forget the chin if you put it under there. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Okay, here's this side. Here's this side, okay? Makeup, no makeup. I could quit there. I've got some mascara on already. I could quit there and just do my cheeks, but let's do just a couple of other things, okay? Let's lighten up a little bit. I've got this color called Moonlit. And again, you can use it or you don't need to, but I like what happens when I do some brightener. I'm gonna put this right here down underneath where that bag starts, underneath my eye. I'm gonna put a little lightener up here, okay, or I should say brightener. Okay, side of my eye, between my eyebrows, right here, and just right under that pocket of darkness. And then let's blend that out. For shakes, I'm going to use the tiny end of my 3D brush and just blend that in. Lightening, brightening the face, kind of giving an illusion of a facelift, because this girl is not going to do a facelift. Now, I don't want to put that lightness here in the darkness of my eye, okay? It would sit in my wrinkles, okay? Now, if I'm not happy with that, I could add some bronzer. If I felt like I looked too pale, I could add some bronzer. I'm not going to do that today. And what I am going to do, though, is add some color to my cheeks. And what's so great about Seint is these can go on your lips and your cheeks. So I'm going to go right here on the apples. I've got a longer face, so I'm going to keep it on the apples. Kind of a rule of thumb is you can go like this or like this. Follow the line of your hand or right in the crease right here, okay? And let's blend that in. I used a couple colors I love to, and let's, while we're at it, let's just go ahead and add it to our lips too. Okay. Looking good so far. Okay, I'm gonna finish the other side and then I'm gonna show you a few more little tips here. Okay, I added some brow. I did both sides so I'm matching. And one of the things to do, lady, is always keep a magnifying mirror, because then you can hold it up close, see if you've got any excess makeup, if it's sitting in the lines too much, if you got you can just blend off. If you got too much makeup, use a makeup blender sponge. I love mine that's washable from Seint, but especially for those corners, That's where I tend to get a little heavy-handed here. But then I'm gonna just use my ring finger, and I'm gonna blend in just a little bit of shadow. And you can certainly do this with your finger if you're in a hurry. I'm just running to the store today, so nothing fancy, but just patting in a little bit of color on that lid. Simple eyeshadow. And then I'm using a color called Junior Prom just out in that upper corner up into the brow bone. I want to make sure that I'm not carrying that down too dark. I'm going to do the other side. My blended, my even. I need a little bit more over here. And then I'm gonna take one of my brushes and just kind of blend it in here. And then I'm going to take a product that's called Illuminator, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that high on my cheeks, blend it in with my finger. Give myself a little luminosity here. And then I'm gonna put that up here right under my brow too. I love that look. So, and then last but not least, I'm gonna make kind of a smudgy, I love this. This is just a little smudge brush that I have from a company called Melaleuca. Little smudge brush. Get on that waterline. Okay. And I'm gonna add just a little more color to my lips. Okay, what do you think? I'm ready to go. So you should be able to do your makeup in 3 minutes, ladies. 3 minutes, really, seriously, maybe a little bit longer, but you should be able to do your 3-minute makeup in 3 minutes, especially with this super easy palette from Seint. So that's just another way I used my products. And here's my brushes that I used. I used this little line brush for doing my eyebrows, and I'm good to go. So hopefully that's helpful today, and thanks for joining me with this little Seint tutorial.